Hey guys, most of the guns I show you in videos are not guns that I'm going to keep or put away into the safe, but today's segment I'm going to call Guns I Want to Keep. Okay, here they are, beautiful guns, all guns that I would like to keep, should be in my safe, but I can't keep them all. So let me show them to you so at least all of us can drool over them. This is a 2-match mag Luger rig. That's the setup, and I might as well say good night everybody, lights out. 2-match mag World War I Luger rig. There is a little logo marking right here. It's got a crown with an L underneath it. I'm not sure who the maker was on this. You can see this side has a little bit of scuffing. Then we go to the gun itself. Beautiful finish. And one thing I really like about this is the even number, 2500. It is Erfurt made. Right here on the rear toggle link, you can see Erfurt marking. Erfurt made in 1918. So at the end of World War I, made for World War I, but probably never issued, there are a copious amount of proof marks. There's always proof marks under here, proof mark on the magazine, basically all the little parts, even the takedown lever, little proof mark. There's proof marks all over this. Gorgeous gun, all matching. And what is most notable and what makes it worthy of my collection is the 2 matching magazines. You just never see guns with real 2 matching magazines, let alone from World War I. So over 100 years old, this thing stayed together with all matching numbers, including the 2 magazines. The story on it is it came home from a World War II vet, not World War I. Generally, we didn't bring home a lot of Lugers after World War I, but after World War II, I believe this Luger came home then. Let's take a look at the magazines because that's the money shot. There you go. You can see a very light Erfurt proof on the bottom, and then of course the plus mark means a spare mag, and they're both 2500. 2500R. The R is a little bit different in shape than we're used to, but the old Germanic, that's what the R looked like, and you can see it here. 2500 with the R underneath, and the same thing with the barrel. It does show halo marks. Also, just as an added bonus, you can see that the holster is also dated 1918, so we've got the correct holster from 1918. And then the tool is also correct, Imperial, I believe an Erfurt tool, but it is the correct tool, correct holster, 2 match mags, full rig, deserves to be in my safe. And here's an old friend. We actually have already sold this once. We sold it to a VIP member. He sent it back. He's had it, I think, over a year, but we're ready to sell it again. And the reason it's an old friend is this is the kind of thing that I really like to collect. I have a couple in the safe, so I probably will release this to the public. But that's the NSKK marking. That was the Transportation Corps. And they were in charge of chauffeuring, traffic, delivering messages. Basically, these are the guys that were on the motorcycles with the sidecar, and they would drive around with dignitaries or transporting important equipment, people, and messages. This gun is, it's not 98%, it's probably about 96%. This side is beautiful. It's in the correct serial range, 100% guarantee. This is all original, all correct, NSKK, and this is the correct magazine that goes with it. Okay, now I'm going to skip over to this Sauer 38H. I think this is a real bargain because these sell for a lot less than a PPK. And yet they actually work, I think, better than a PPK. This gun is at least 98%. There's almost no wear here. It does have a late war dull finish. It is late war. You can see the Eagle N proof here, but then also this right here is the Eagle 37, which means it went to the military. Most certainly it went to a military officer, German military officer. The grips have a little ding here and here, but other than that, this gun is near perfect. Front strap, back strap, correct magazine. Very easy takedown if you haven't handled one of these before. All you do is pop this down and it comes right off like that. Now I'm going to pick on this Radom. Radoms are very, very popular. Whenever they come up in this condition, they sell right away. If this went on the website, it would last about 10 minutes. You can see the nice high polish finish, so that tells me it's early Nazi-proofed Radom. So if it's early, is it slotted? Yep, there it is, slotted. So that adds a nice premium to it. And then let's see what letter block it's in. It's in the A block. Again, high polish finish, correct grips, correct magazine, because it does have a Waffen stamp right there at the tip of the bottom. So it's got the Waffen stamp, all matching, including the barrel. The only wear that's significant is here, rubbing the top of the holster, and here, rubbing the inside of the holster, but otherwise just a beautiful gun. And like I said, these are very popular, getting harder and harder to find in this condition, and certainly worthy of my safe. Now I have two dual tones. These actually came in today from a VIP member who was trading them in to get something else. And these, immaculate. Just look at that. Look at the contrast. Phosphate. It's almost like a greenish gray. Beautiful. This is a BYF 44. I would say mint condition. It's got the correct grips. Front strap. Beautiful. And then on the right side, you see the correct proof marks here. 9mm, all matching. You can see the contrast between, when you look here at the frame and here at the barrel, you can see the contrast. They just don't get any better than this. Absolutely perfect, and I would love to put this one in the safe. Now this second, the second dual tone is about, well, it is about as nice. If you look at this, greenish hue, beautiful blue, little more expensive, and I'll show you why. You can just see these two. These are like twins. Although this one is AC 44. Now, if you know your P38s, that seems unusual because AC is the factory code for Walther, but in this case, it's an FN slide. So a Mauser frame, FN slide, a rare variation, extremely desirable, and both in the same condition. So you can see the front straps, both of them are delicious. And this is the right side of the gun, equally nice, although this one, this is the FN slide, it has a little bit of wear right here. With the phosphate finishes, they do wear a little more easily, in my opinion, as I've watched them over the years. There's the top, and here's the side. They both have correct magazines. It's just, they're blued magazines, but they are correct. There's the bottoms. So, two beautiful guns. Both of these are coveted by my safes. So I'd like to put them away, but I'll be offering them hopefully soon. And again, the only difference would be this one is BYF 44. And this one is a rarer variation, which is the FN slide variation, highly sought after. Now here's the last one I wanted to show you, and actually this was just in a video, and I asked for information. I got a lot of feedback. I did hear from Jim Cade. I heard from other people. What we know for sure, this is a late war gun, 1945. I mentioned those notches. I said this must be a late war gun. And most people said most certainly 1945 was probably still in the factory when the GIs came in. GIs came in, they wanted a souvenir. They had it engraved post-war. Where that was done, I'm not sure. The engraving itself is very unusual just because I called it thistle. I got all kinds of feedback that it's not thistle or it's, I had all kinds of poppies, but you can just see it's deeply engraved. And I wanted to keep this one, but because it was post-war engraved, I decided to go ahead and bring it out of the safe and make it available. So this beautiful gold, deeply engraved Sauer 38H Again, souvenir from a GI, probably in 45, 46, brought it back home, and it has floated around for a while. It's somebody mentioned they saw it sell on James Julia auction. I believe the price, the sale, the hammer price was like $7,500. But hopefully we'll be offering this one soon. I just wanted you to get another look at it, and thank you for the feedback. We are going to pass that along. Now, fortunately for you and unfortunately for me, I can't keep them all. So I will be offering these to our VIP members first, and after that, they'll go onto the website. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel if you want to see some more really cool World War II collectibles like these.